4 days to leave this house. Have absolutely nowhere to go. Said he was gonna spit on me, was gonna get his baby mama to come up there and beat me up. Hello, this is Charisma. This is my healing journey. Have 4 days to leave this house. Have absolutely nowhere to go. I went and knocked on every door. I went to the domestic violence advocacy center, the one that did help me get the restraining order against the man who had been abusing me on my job and why I got suspended at Amazon because he threatened to abuse me. It said he was gonna spit on me, was gonna get his baby mama to come up there and beat me up. He's gonna hurt me. I better quit Amazon or else. And I went and got a restraining order against him. I don't play that. He'd already started putting his hands on me. I had to get on up out of there. I didn't want to be dealing with that. I didn't want him to be able to hurt me because it was going to escalate. He wasn't going to stop putting his hands on me. You think he was about to stop? He was just getting started. Especially because I told him that I wanted to leave the situation. Like, we've only been kicking it for like, what, 2 weeks? And I can't breathe at this job no more. Ever since we started kicking it, I can't breathe. I'm telling you, back off. Let's remain professional at work. You want to be all up on me like I'm your girl. But it's emotional abuse at the same time because at the same time you say that, you're sending me nasty text messages talking about you, bitch, you whore. I just want to fuck you. That's all I want you for. You're not nothing. Fuck you. And just talking to me real crazy. But when you're in my face, you're not talking to me like that. You want to kick me out your house like a prostitute, for questioning you about the newborn baby that a newborn baby, not newborn, but he just got somebody pregnant. And I found out, and it wasn't me trying to find out. God has a way of letting you know and finding out what you need to find out. And I found out, and he started his abuse of me. Really, he turned up the heat after that. It's to the point where it's 2, 3 weeks and I can't take no more of this. I tell him I can't take this no more. Like, I'm scared of you. You don't treat me like nothing. But you know how abusers, I'm so primed for this. I've been doing this since what? Since birth, since in the womb. My psyche has been intimately intertwined with abuse and maltreatment. So it's not that I want to lean into it. It's just that I don't ignore the early signs because I'm so used to it. It's normal, and I know I need help. You think I don't know I need help? A lot of, I do need help, but every door is being slammed in my face. I tried to go to this place called Turnaround Inc. in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm going to just say that's where I'm at. I'm in Baltimore. Ain't got a single bit of help. They actually turned me away. It was three big, buff, ugly domestic violence advocate and a therapist, and they was what? I was in the office. They told me to wait. They said they wanted to see me. I'm asking them for help. I'm telling them I've just called the police last night. My landlord's crazy that she won't quit stalking me and harassing me. And on top of that, I have an abuser from a job situation. I'm scared. I'm not safe right now. I'm asking for shelter resources. I'm asking for help. And they're like just looking at me. They're in a very hostile, aggressive way. And you could tell they're trying to intimidate me. And I don't know why, because the day before I told the domestic violence advocate, she said, if you sign a ROI, a release authorization of information, then I'll call the landlord and ask her to give you another week. I said, absolutely not. How is that helping me when I have a whole lease that this is an illegal eviction and you're telling me, oh, I can give you another week? Second of all, why do you want to talk to her? This isn't a safe person. She's not safe. She's caused me harm. Why do you want to speak to her? My priority is getting out of this situation. Why do you want to even interface or have dialogue with her? Your concern should be getting me safely. And I'm begging, not begging, but I'm asking for shelter resources. Where can I go to get help? I want to leave here. Didn't do nothing. They just sent me on my way. It's the most disgusting thing ever. I tried to tell the supervisor and they terminated services. So now they just have kicked me to the curb. with no resources, no help. And so I mean, I'm gonna file a grievance because I'm not taking this. Like, nobody needs to lean into being treated like a dog. And you go to these social services places within these systems and subsystems, and they're not invested in helping you. They don't really want to help you. They're invested if your come up doesn't benefit them somehow, meaning they can, you can get a voucher and they get a government kickback, or they get a piece of the pie some way out of it. If you're not giving them release of authorizations and power of attorneys and things like that, then they don't want to deal with you. And I'm not doing that because I'm fully capable of living on my own. I've been living on my own. I've been homeless how many times in the past 4 years for situations beyond my control. And like, you go to the police and you'll be like, and they'll, oh, the landlord called is a police too. So she's talking to the police, telling them, oh, I run this homeless program for homeless people. So now the landlord thinks so now the police is looking at me when I tried to get help for her behavior, for her harassing me, her daughter, lunging at my vehicle, telling me, get out this car, you the bitch, you live here, you the bitch, you live here. Cause and the police, they worried about, oh, you're homeless, have you been homeless in the past, oh, are you in a rehab program? And I looked at the officer and said, I work 2 jobs. Like where are you talking about? Like, where is this coming from? I'm not answering your questions because you so worried about my homeless situation. I'm homeless because of the situation that I've called you 3 times in one night about. So why aren't you worried about that? Like, and people are just so quick to just spin a narrative about you and put what they believe you to be on you, and it's not you, but they can't see past their own biases, so they don't help. They don't help because they don't believe you deserve to be helped. You're not downtrodden enough. Like these social services organizations, they want you to wear your grief and your trauma on your sleeve. And when you decide to be an outspoken survivor and say, I'm not a victim no more, then that becomes a problem. And they wanna fill out emergency orders to get you sent to the hospital and try to just control you, to contain you, to detain you, because that's honestly all I see happening. That's all I see happening. I haven't gotten no type of help. And I've cried and humbled myself and humble myself to live in the projects. This room, the house itself is nice, but it's literally the projects. The projects is right across the street. There's abandoned buildings, the abandoned building. So for all of y'all saying that I should live below my means in the apartment in Delaware, this what you wanted? Yeah, it's what you wanted, but it's okay though. I humble myself before the Lord so I don't have to prostrate before man. So, this is only a temporary situation. I don't know how I'm going to get stable housing. I don't know when I'm going to get stable housing. I don't know when I'm going to get the help I need. But I just want to put awareness out there for what's going on with me. People have been asking me where I'm at. And, shout out to my day one subscribers. I just want to thank y'all. Y'all gave me the strength to get back on here on YouTube and tell this story, and to speak out and to give a voice to the voiceless, because that's what abuse and degradation is about. It's about taking away your voice so that you won't speak, so that you can continue to be abused. I'm actively fighting against it. I've been detained against my will twice in 6 months. And I'm not talking about the jail. You can be detained in a lot of different ways. You can be held against your will and held captive in a lot of different ways, and people can create jails for you. Physical jails. I'm talking about imprison you physically, and it's not always jail. Jail can be disguised as somebody lying on you, getting you put in the hospital, but that's not gonna work. They did that to me in DC, and that didn't work because I was out the hospital in 30 minutes. Because ain't no way that you can't say somebody's crazy because they're telling you they're being abused and they're scared. Like, why are you detaining me and taking me to the hospital? How's that delusional? You should be telling me to go to the police. You should be trying to protect me. But oops, when the perpetrators are the people, are the directors, are the presidents, are the CEOs. When the system is rotten all the way at the top, that trickles down, is going to be rotten all the way to the bottom, and it's rotten at the bottom because it's rotten at the top. So I've learned, and I'm working on not blaming myself for how other people perceive me or what other people do to me, because in all actuality, what power and control do I have over what these people choose to do? If I could stop this abuse, if I could stop the trauma in any way, shape, or form, I would. And I'm doing everything that I can. I'm going to therapy. I'm seeking out the services of these places that they say you're supposed to seek the services. I'm going to the police, how they say you're supposed to go to the police. But what do you do when the police is the one abusing you? What do you do? Who do you go to and run to then? Because you know they're going to stay together. So what justice is there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have them answers. Only God got the answers to that. But what I do know is that they're going to have to kill me. You're going to have to kill me before I stop fighting for my freedom. I've been in bondage and chains for too long in my life. I'll do anything that I have to protect my freedom. And this is what this fight is about. That's what I've been doing, y'all. That's why I've been gone, because I've been fighting. I've been fighting for my freedom and to stay free. That's what I've been fighting for. But I can fight in a different way. I can come on here. I can tell my story, because there's power in storytelling. There's power in speaking it, what they want you to stay silent on. And who knows, maybe one day I'll get a community of people who love me and can be my village people and be there and support me, because right now I'm all alone out here in one of the roughest cities ever. God got me in the trenches right now. I don't even know why. But I'm here, and all I can do is put one foot in front of the other. Please, y'all, pray for me. Pray for me. I need prayer. I need prayer warriors right now. And I'm going to keep my camera on me. I'm going to keep my camera on standby, because people can lie, but these cameras and this footage, you can erase it. So you better have it backed up on multiple drives. But this footage don't lie. People lie. Camera footage can't lie. It tells the truth. So I'm going to keep this phone on my hip. It's my gun right now. That's my gun, my phone, and my camera. That's why they trying to take the cameras away. That's why I don't want people recording you when people get locked up. And, but it's all good. I'm good. That's what I tell myself every day. That's what I got to tell myself, because nothing ever changed until I started praising God, regardless of the circumstances. In the very fire, nothing changes until you lift up your hands and praise his name. So that's what I'm going to do. Praise God. Praise God that I'm living and breathing. And the enemy ain't had his way with me yet. I'm still free. I'm still strong. And that's what they hate. They hate that strength. But God, it's not from me. It's from God. So it ain't even me they hate, it's God they hate. But God told us that in the world they would hate us. And all I can think on is that cross. I see the cross. That's all I see is the cross. That's all I can invoke is the blood sometimes. Going through what I've been going through. But God, he's still an awesome God, and I'm going to keep on praising him. I love y'all so much. I know what I'm going to call my subscribers now. Y'all my village people. Because sometimes you're not going to get success within this system. It's going to take an underground network. It's going to take a village. That's where the help and the resources are. I think. I hope. I got that off my chest and it felt good. Y'all gonna have updates. This is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. This is 4 days left. Tomorrow it'll be 3 days left until the big move. So I'm gonna take y'all with this journey on me. Once again, this is Charisma. This is my healing journey. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Bye.